Sports-A-Delics, what is up? What is up? I am Reem, and today is officially Crazy Sunday. We had Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Buffalo Bills right now as we speak. Tennessee is smashing the Rams at home. And we know what happened to the Cowgirls at home. But tonight, got a special treat. I have a born and raised in Texas Cowboy fan ever since he was in the womb. He is sick and tired of the Cowboys and the delusional fans. He says he likes to just keep it real. And if you all want to come for him, he said he's on Sports-A-Delic. Come on. Sports-A-Delics, what is up? I am Reem, and that's Lil Reem. And right there is the subscribe, like, share. Like I told you in the intro, this is Crazy Sunday. We have teams that should win that are losing, teams that are losing that should be winning. Hence is why you play the game. But I'm not doing this particular video because I am a cowboy hater. I'm doing this video because I am a sports-adelic, and I have had all of these cowgirl fans come for me because I'm Washington and we're not going to lose another game and we're going to the Super Bowl and all of this nonsense. And for those of you all that are current subscribers, you've probably seen the video where I said, here are the reasons why the Cowgirls will not win the Super Bowl. I mean, you're giving up 25 points a game and sometimes 30. What did we have happen today? 30 points. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even tune into the game. I had to take me a little nappy nap. I woke up to check the scores and I seen 27-0. The Denver was up 27-0. So, I did and refresh my phone because I'm saying, I know that the big bad Cowgirls, America's team that's going to the Super Bowl with their nasty defense under Dan Quinn, they're not losing to a 4-4 team at home. Not today. But then I thought about it. I mean, we are talking about the Cowgirls. So it's highly possible. We know that they are now 6-2, and a lot of the fans, that's all they were falling back on as I was flipping through Facebook. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We're 6-2. And what I will agree with, you'd rather lose now, than later, especially playoffs because you won and done. But the question is this loss at home, this horrific loss, is this, symptoms of a larger, deeper issue? Is this the onset of the typical debacle associated with the Cowgirls? Now, as I told you, a Cowgirl fan contacted me. He said that he wanted to come on Sports-A-Delic. He's now, to his credit, he's not delusional. He tell it like it is. I don't think that the Cowgirl fans would appreciate one of their own talking like he talks, but it's based in fact. A lot of what he says is based in fact. But he's supposed to call in. He may not show up, just like the defense. I mean, I expect anything from the Cowgirls as well as their fans. But I extended the invitation, for Mr. William Hollywood Henderson, because he said he wanted to come on the show and just bring the thunder about not just the Cowboys, the LeBron sexuals. Like he said he's going to be going off. And so I wanted to create But as I said, also, it's a day of shock. I mean, who would have thought that Jacksonville would have held the Buffalo Bills to only 6 points? Like, who would have thunk it? And Philadelphia, they played, the Chargers down to the last field goal. I mean, I guess it's what you really want to see when you see a bunch of professionals square off. You don't want to see crazy margin of victories and blowouts. So I guess today was kind of action-packed. Kansas City looks a hot mess. Hence, Aaron Rodgers. See, when you're selfish and when you want to mince words, it costs your team. And the funny thing is, the league doesn't require them. They're not mandated. They're not mandated to get vaccinated. So the only thing he had to do is say, hey, that's personal, that's private, none of your business or whatever. Or, hey, next question. But he turned it into all of this stuff and trying to circumvent whatever. But it clearly cost his team, that top spot, tonight, which I'm sure that he's aware of, and I'm sure he was watching the game. But we're talking about Aaron Rodgers here. I mean, he might have some little low-level satisfaction with the fact that they lost, because I think he still feels like he's in the shadow of Brett Favre. Like, he doesn't get the same respect as Brett Favre. And he's not, because as good as he is, and I don't like Brett Favre as far as how he's been since he's retired, but I respect him as a player. He was that guy, no doubt about it. And I just think that Aaron Rodgers, just don't like the fact that he's not looked at, in the same way. And after this, he certainly will not be. I really do think that this will be one of those stains on your legacy, because we are in a world pandemic. People have lost their lives. It's serious, whether it's really COVID that killed them or related to COVID. Something is going on, and you have to respect that. I'm not a big fan of wearing masks, because I do know that it breaks down the immune system, but I wear them because out of respect for the people around me. And my message to everyone is, I think you still need to back away from large crowds. I mean, because after all, Aaron Rodgers wanted to go to the Halloween party and be John Wick. So he chose Wick over his teammates, and obviously something was in the air, hence why he, tested positive. But nevertheless, again, the Cowgirls. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater has to be the most underrated, not talked about quarterback in the NFL. You remember a couple of seasons ago, he had that horrific knee injury, which it looked like his career was over, and he's bounced back. They didn't want him in Carolina, and so he's like, okay, he moved on to Denver, and, he's doing it in a big win today. I mean, he threw for 249 yards, but the thing is, Dallas, I told you that defense is smoking mirrors. Yeah, you got some dogs on your defense. Parsons, Diggs, you got some dogs. Lawrence, those guys are some dogs. But I also told you it's smoking mirrors, because the dogs are just barking. They're not barking and biting. That's why they gave up 191 yards running. That's why. Because it's smoke and mirrors. And what did the network do to America's team? That's right. Get them out of here and went on to bonus coverage to America's team. And I'm telling you, if you can't stop the run, this is any defense. And Dallas, you're ranked 15th. You're going to have to climb 5, 6, 7 more spots in order to solidify that defense as a Super Bowl contending for a championship defense. Again, the man is dead and blind. Ray Charles can see that. I just don't know why you delusional fans cannot see this. You gave up 30 points today. I told you a couple of 3 weeks ago, you're giving up 25 points a game. So what do you expect to have happen? And then I seen a post from some pitiful cowgirl fan. I'm not going to call his name, but I know he's watching, so I'm just going to talk about it, and he'll know I'm talking about him. He says, I don't know what's going on. I've never seen Dallas play like this. Bullshit! We're talking about the Dallas Cowgirls. You all have been doing this for the last 30 years, just like Washington. Win the division, then you come back the next year, you're trash. Win the division, come back and you're trash. I mean, so come on. Let's just stop it. And all the Cowgirl fans accuse everybody of hating. No, it's because of the delusional Cowgirl fans. When they run their mouth to everybody, that's why it goes on. I respect the non-delusional fans. I really do. It's the nons. You know, the non-delusionals, I'm good. Delusional, I can't help you guys. I can't help you guys. But I tell you what, I'm going to enjoy this Spartacus 1845, and I'm going to finish my drink. If my eyes are red, it's the cranberry juice. Subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.